Hey guys, so today I'll be talking about cyberbullying and hate speech. So there's been this trend that has been going on social media, especially on TikTok Nigeria or the Nigerian community on TikTok. I don't want to say TikTok Nigeria because the Nigerian community on TikTok cuts across people that are not in Nigeria but they are Nigerians, and also people that are in Nigeria. I've seen courts being instituted, you know, on TikTok. I see certain people who make themselves judge and jury over a matter in TikTok. For example, there was this issue of this young, or don't let me even give an example. There have been instances whereby people are being called out for saying, oh, this person has snatched that one's husband, so I want you to leave the husband for her. If you don't leave the husband for her, we'll be on your neck, we'll frustrate you. All manners of words have been used. And I laugh because, first of all, for you to be able to be involved in another person's matter, you must be directly involved. The only person that has a right to institute an action, is the woman involved. Maybe the wife of the husband that is being snatched. And even when she has a right to institute an action against her husband and her husband's partner, it will be done properly. It has to be done properly and within the ambit of the law. Now, when people now go to for social media hire, so now there's a thin line between when you're trying to be socially useful to the society and when you're committing a crime. So when you come on social media and maybe the wife that thinks her husband is being snatched goes to report to a TikTok court, an unlawful TikTok court, and those ones begin to say, oh, you don't want to come, explain to me. First of all, the other woman that is the girlfriend of your husband or whoever it is does not owe anybody explanation until the law asks her to do so. So when people come and say, oh, you have to speak to me, I watched this particular show where this lady has a child for a man and she was being asked to leave the man alone forever. She has a child for Sarah. It was very funny because I just felt, oh my days, like how uninformed can these people be? You have no right. You're not the mother-in-law. You're not the mother. You're not related to them. You're not an auntie. Even when you're an auntie, mother-in-law, you are not in any position as mother, auntie, or mother-in-law to actually give such verdict. Then you're bullying her. The lady said, I don't want to talk about my family issues on social media. I would like to talk about it maybe off camera. You said, no, she has to say it here. So when people bully you into talking on social media, talking about your personal life or anything you don't want to talk about, first of all, they make money off you with your stories. That's financial exploitation, using your situation to exploit you financially. That is one. Number two, they bully you, tell you that they can track you down in Nigeria. They can, some of them go as far as that they have money, they know people, they can do this, they can do that. Bullying you verbally and wanting to cause physical harm against you. Those are crimes. Exploiting you financially by using your story online as what would I call it, as some sort of financial gain, forcing you to come and do it, putting you under duress to come and so that their show can go on TikTok. That's a crime, and you are entitled to actually recover all the monies being made, by those people at that particular hour if you actually take them to court. So you can get, if you're really interested, you can get a lawyer that can help you sue them for whatever financial gain they must have made across platforms on that particular issue that was your own issue, which they forced you to address by coming online, because they need you to come online to address such matters so they can get views, and which views can translate to money or gifts from their followers. That's one. Now, they verbally insult you, abusing you, name calling, all sorts of manners of assault. They also intend to physically assault you. Now, let me give you the good news. Some of them are not living in Nigeria, yeah? But there are ways of actually tracking them down. For example, for the financial gain, yeah? you can charge them to court in Nigeria and serve their country of residence that there's a judgment against them, and those ones would actually enforce that judgment. Yes, it's enforceable. Enforce the judgment in their country of origin. Verbal assault and physical assault, there are two ways to it. You can sue in Nigeria and get them get orders or whatever, but I would prefer you would report them in their country of origin. There are ways of reporting them in their country of origin. Those ones will just pick them up and investigations will be done, and if they think they're found guilty, I mean, it works. So please, you're not obliged, dear TikToker, dear Facebooker, dear Twitterer, dear Instagrammer, you're not obliged to go on anybody's platform. They're not a court of law. To go on anybody's platform and explain your situation on yourself, no matter how wrong or how bad your situation is. So please do not let anybody exploit you or use you for their financial gain. Even if, our advice also, people that do those kind of things, our advice that even if you need to do that kind of thing, bring people's issues on social media, make sure they sign some sort of agreement with you that this particular information that they have given you, it was not under duress. And we must see that actually you're not going to verbally abuse them, because again, somebody can give you consent to use their story, or they come and talk about their stories themselves because they have allowed you to use their story on your platform. But it doesn't still mean you have a right to verbally harass them or physically want to harm them. That would be another issue entirely. So please get to know your rights and where your rights stop and where you know that people are bullying you. Thank you very much, guys.